Good morning, fourth graders. Welcome to a new week of distance learning. And starting this new week of distance learning, we are also starting a new month. Today is the first day of distance learning in the month of May, and it is a special one because today is May the 4th. I know I have a couple of Star Wars fans in here, so May the 4th be with you. This is a very famous Star Wars line, and a lot of people make reference to it today because today is May the 4th. So, you guys will be finding a couple of activities having to do with Star Wars. One of them is our morning message, and then there is one bonus activity in which you can learn how to draw simple Star Wars cartoons. If you choose to do that, make sure you email it to me. Now, this morning you have two morning meeting activities. They are both mandatory. The first one has to do with a surprise that we are going to be doing for your moms. This Sunday is Mother's Day. So, for this first section, you don't need any help, but for later, you're gonna need help with somebody filming a little video of you. Make sure it's not your mom. Okay, so the first mandatory activity is for you to fill out a doc in which you say why your mom is special or why do you love her very, very much. You're going to see the explanation and the example on the doc. Now, the other thing that you need to do is we so moving forward with distance learning, you guys know that now we are going to have three live sessions of Zoom with the whole class. These ones are going to be half a morning meeting and the other half is going to be a review or an introduction of academic content. Today we are doing math. Make sure you bring your notebook and a pencil. So my point is that now you get to decide if you want to continue with your one-on-one with me, like the ones that we have been having, in which we talk about pretty much how you are doing in general. The other option is you can choose to be a part of a small group in which we can work on academic content that you feel you need support with. So, for example, if you have been struggling with rhythm scheme and poetry, you say so in your Google form, and I can create a small group instead of our one on one check in which we would be focusing on rhythm scheme for a couple of weeks and then moving on to different topics as we go. So make sure you fill that out today. It needs to be done today as early as possible. Now we have our Zoom meeting today at 10:30. Please read the agenda so that you can be ready with everything that you need. Now, for ELA, we are going to continue with our poetry unit. Starting today and all through the week, we are going to be learning about different types of poems. Today, we're going to actually be working on my favorite poem to write. These are called haikus, and it has to do with syllables. You'll see how easy and entertaining they are to write. Make sure you are reading independently for at least 20 minutes. Now, for science today, we are actually going to be starting an experiment in which you are going to be testing how landslides work. Today, the whole project is introduced, the whole experiment, the whole process of the experiment is introduced. And you get to decide if you want to finish the whole thing today or if you want to do the other half on Thursday, the other day that we have scheduled for science. If you choose to do half and half, work on steps 1 through 4 today and 5 through 8 on Thursday. But if you finish the whole thing today, that's excellent and up to you. Make sure there is a planning document. Make sure you access it. You read everything, and everything needs to be filled out. Remember when we worked with our Rube Goldberg or our sound investigation, the Feed the Animals investigation, that you need to fill out a very thorough document? It's more or less similar to that. So make sure you go step by step and read everything. Now, today you are going to be looking at some slides by Miss Michelle. And as I said, within our bonus activities, I have that drawing Star Wars characters activity. I also have an egg drop challenge for you if that's something that might interest you. If you do either one of those activities, make sure you take pictures or record yourselves, and I want to look at those. Um, there are also a couple of Newsela articles and your math sites that we have always seen. Now, Today, it is Tommy's chance to do the sharing. Okay, he shared something that he's been doing during quarantine. And other than Tommy, I only have one more student who sent me her activity, her special activity, and I'm gonna be sharing on tomorrow's slides. So if you have been doing something interesting at home, make sure you share it with me today. Okay, that's it for me. Make sure you are going to Miss Elisa's page. She's going to be telling you when she's having her live Zoom meeting, her weekly. You guys are starting with a weekly Zoom meeting with Miss Elisa, and there is going to be a video recording for every specialist now. And weekly, you are going to be having an assignment. So make sure you look at your specialist. So today's PE, make sure you go to PE, you look at the video recording, and you listen closely to what is expected from you. Okay, Mr. Ivan is going to explain today, Miss Megan tomorrow, Miss Krista on Thursday, and so on and so on. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. And other than that, make sure you finish the feedback for our check-ins, our weekly check-ins, as early as possible so that I can start making schedules starting tomorrow. Okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow in our, not tomorrow, I will see you today at 10:30 in the morning for our live Zoom meeting at 10:30. You have the link, the ID for the meeting and the password already in the slides. See you later, guys.